Yo, this is the Scarcity Studios YouTube channel. Please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe.
Police, what's your emergency?
Someone's fighting in this house. Could you come and stop it, please?
Are you outside or are you inside the address?
I'm outside, but I'll be inside waiting because it's a bit cold.
Do you know who's inside or are you just walking past?
No, it's my neighbours.
It's your neighbours, is it? Okay. Okay, how long have they been fighting for?
Sorry?
How long have they been fighting for?
For about, I don't know, about 10 minutes I've been hearing a bit of noise, couple of smashes.
Okay. Okay. And is it a male and a female or just a male?
It's two males, I believe. I'm not really sure, you know what I mean?
Okay, yeah. You could just hear two males' voices though, yeah?
Yeah.
Can you hear what they're saying?
No, not really. Swearing at each other. I think, like.
Yeah, okay. We've got police on the way, not to worry. Okay, do you know the names that live there?
No, not really. I haven't lived for that long.
No problem. All right, we're on our way. What's your name?
It's Soloman.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
All right, police are on our way. We're going to make sure that they're all okay in there, okay? Perfect. Cheers, Soloman.
For reasons only Alex Traykov will ever know, at 20 to 11, he rang the police in an emergency call to his Liverpool Road home in Islington. The caller said there was a fight in progress and gave his name as Soloman. This was a lie, there was no fight, and the police phone inquiries later revealed the caller was in fact Traykov. If you listen closely to the phone call to the police, you will see that he takes 4 seconds to say his name is Soloman, and after he says that his name is Soloman, he puts on a Yardi accent and says, "You're welcome." That's a giveaway that he was lying. That's a giveaway that he had weird intentions.
It's Soloman.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
All right, police are on our way. We're going to make...
4 local officers went to the scene. They had no idea they was being lured to a deliberate trap. The man had called them and was waiting armed with a knife. The 4 officers, 2 men and 2 women, arrived at the scene in police vehicles. CCTV received later showed the 4 officers walking up a long stairway to a house that was dark and apparently quiet. I did see this footage going around at the time, but because I had no context to it and there was palm trees and stuff, I wasn't very sure about it, and unless I'm 100% sure, I won't talk on a subject. One of the female officers, PC Saeed Ali, rang the doorbell. It was opened within a matter of seconds by Alex. Saeed Ali asked if he was alright, but Alex appeared emotionless and stood in the doorway with his right hand behind his back, as you can see on the CCTV. PC Saeed Ali warned her colleagues that he had something in his hand. As soon as she said this, Traykov raised his hand, revealing a large knife. PC Saeed Ali stepped back and raised her hand to protect herself, and Alex brought the knife down on the back of her head, cutting her head and her hand. The officer fell down the steps and Traykov began slashing at the other officers. PC Thompson saw him raise the knife above his head and bring it down in a series of stabbing motions. He swung the knife at PC Kedziora and struck him in the face, the blow disorientating him. The officers immediately tried to get out of the way of the vicious and unprovoked attack. Alex continued the deadly attack and moved forward, stabbing the officers multiple times with the knife. PC Kedziora felt a number of intense blows to the back of his head. The officers stumbled and fell down the stairs to the gate of the property. Alex pursued them and stood over PC Kedziora with the knife. Seeing PC Watkins with her taser, Alex threw the knife at her. At this point, PC Watkins discharged her taser, hitting the defendant, who fell briefly to the floor. Alex managed to get back up and PC Watkins had to use the taser a second time, driving Alex to the floor again. And I can tell you from experience, these take you out of the game. Very powerful, 50,000 volts. It's not as powerful when it hits you. So he was either having a bit of a psychotic episode, or he was adrenaline fueled and nothing was going to stop him. At this point, PC Watkins discharged her taser again. Officers were able to restrain him using protective equipment. The knife Alex used was later recovered from the road and forensically examined. The knife had a blade of 23 centimeters and was was later found to show traces of PC Kedziora's blood. All 4 officers were injured in the terrifying attack. One officer had a laceration to his left cheek, which required 8 stitches, and a 2 centimeter laceration to his neck, which required 5 stitches. He also had injuries to his elbow, his knee, and his left leg. One of the officers had a cut to her right hand and the back of her head and had caused significant bleeding. This resulted in her fainting, and this required immediate hospital treatment. Of the other 2 officers, one had a suspected fracture of her left wrist and the other a 15 centimeter laceration to the forearm. Alex was arrested and questioned, but he denied any explanation as to why he launched a vicious and unprovoked attack on the 4 officers and was later charged with attempted murder. But he was only found guilty the other day of GBH with intent on all 4 officers, and all 4 officers made a statement in court as well. So he's definitely going to get a hell of a long time. They don't make any mention of psychiatric reports, and to be honest, I'm not quite sure why not. For a young man of 20 years old to basically try and get himself hurt and arrested and try and kill police officers is clearly not very stable. Do you know what I mean? The rest of his life now is thrown away for this momentary decision. God knows what was going through his mind at that time. At 20 years old, there could be a lot of emotions going through a person's mind, especially a young man. I would be interested to see if there was anything else in the regard of his background, because some people say that I sometimes give the police a hard time, and at the end of the day, yes, I will pull people up if I find evidence of some sort of corruptions. We have to respect the fact that they are doing their job. Some police officers do want the best, they do want to do their job properly, and not all police officers are corrupt. So that is 4 people with 4 families that have gone to a call to help somebody, and they've ended up nearly losing their lives. Could have killed all of them if there wasn't so many protective defensive wounds. If people wasn't reacting so quickly, maybe they would all have been dead. And also, we must note the fact of the reactions of these female officers to show that they are exactly up to par and on level with their male counterparts, because they don't get enough credit where it's due. Saeed Ali was the one that warned the officers that he had a weapon, so maybe if she hadn't have done that, this situation could have been a hell of a lot different. And it was also the other female officer who incapacitated him with the taser. So both of these saved their male colleagues. If you want to hear what people's comments are on this, please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe, and go and check out all our other uploads and on the recent stories, and we'll have some new stories uploading later on today, so please don't forget to turn on that notification bell.